Nueva Orleans, día 1. Y sí, Carla lleva la gorra de Vini en Nueva Orleans. Si nos encontramos al clavero, pues ya se le va a echar encima al cuello.
Ay, no, qué vergüenza.
Ay, no, tanto.
Si me lo encuentro, me lo quito. Me da vergüenza.
Eres más tonta, ¿no?
Me daría mucha vergüenza que me viera con el gorro.
Bueno.
Sí, prefiero que me vea así.
De casual, ¿no?
De casual.
Por si a lo mejor se enamora de ti
No.
y se casa contigo y esas cosas. Ay.
Eso no es lo que busco.
Es bonita que todavía tengas el fan, el hype este de ser fan de alguien así.
Pero
tan
es
heavy.
admiración,
Es
no
admiración,
es...
no, ya. Bueno, admiración y sobre todo fan. Me dice, ay, no, si me lo encuentro por la calle, me muero.
Me da vergüenza, no es que me muero. Me da vergüenza.
No pasa nada. Bueno, a todo esto, estamos en Nueva Orleans, día 1. Hace un sol de la hostia. Pero hace frío.
Me hace viento.
Y viento.
Sí.
O sea, por la mañana estamos a ¿qué? ¿12, 13?
Ahora yo creo que ya 15.
Vale, 15.
15, pero antes estábamos a 13, sí.
Para que veas. Y nada.
Y subir hasta 25.
25, oh my god. Vale. Y nada, para que os hagáis una idea, pues estamos viendo esto. Chan chan. A tope. ¿Qué diréis? ¿Dónde está la gente? Pues metida en los coches, sobre todo. Porque nadie anda aquí. Solo los turistas. Es que también es más pronto.
Sí, son las... no son ni las 10.
Es que está contra luz. Corre, corre.
No, sí.
No, ahora no. Son como 3 segundos para cruzar.
No entiendo.
Están locos estos americanos. Mira, ¿este quién es? Molly Marin.
¿Qué? You ready?
Joder, me siento en plan fast to furious. A ver, acelerador, vale. Es que estoy muy tumbado,
Sí, es que está muy tumbado. Tira esto para adelante.
Pero es que es porque es muy bajo.
No,
creo.
no. Nada, conduciendo por Nueva Orleans.
A tope. Autopistas de... bueno, carreteras de 5 carriles. Yo voy recto por aquí, ¿no?
Sí, sí, recta.
Es que ahora se desvían para allá.
No, tú recto.
Vale. A ver dónde acabamos.
Puede ser Mississippi, ¿no?
Hostia, qué grande.
Ah, no, es un lago. Y nada, es pantano, por el otro lado.
Todo
Por
el
aquí
rato.
y por aquí hay un lago.
Sí. Esta carretera está todo el rato elevada, está encima de lo que es los pantanos, el agua en general y tal. O sea, no hay tierra. Estamos todo el rato por encima de...
Por eso cuando sube el agua...
Exacto. O sea, no sé si se ve por ahí, pero es que está todo el rato, es una carretera especial, todo el rato por encima de... pues eso.
Sí.
Del agua.
Sí.
Por eso que luego, cuando veníamos en avión, todo se veía en plan... había puntitos de luz muy aislados y todo lo demás a oscuras. ¿Por qué? Porque todo eran pantanos y zona verde, vaya, es que no hay nada más.
No.
Aquí ahora mismo llevamos un rato conduciendo y es que no hay nada.
No.
Solo hay agua, hay árboles y eso, no hay nada más. Y en línea recta, eso sí. Línea recta, línea recta, línea recta. ¡Hostia, mira una curva!
Sí.
Llevamos como 30 minutos sin pasar por una curva. Sí que nada.
Esto es de película apocalíptica. Tienen que pasar por ahí. Todos los coches abandonados. Nos adelanta un camión.
branch of the Pearl. The Pearl's over 500 miles in length. It starts above Jackson, Mississippi. What affects the Pearl is rainfall. That's why we've been so high and muddy. It never gets clear, but it does get dark brown color like coffee. In the summertime, much lower. People are swimming, skiing, tubing on the Pearl. A lot of beautiful sandbars, but they're underwater today. A lot of fishing, bass, perch, catfish, crawfish. Even sturgeon come out of the Gulf of Mexico off the Pearl to spawn and go back. The shrimp, crabs, and oysters come out of our lakes, which are brackish water lakes like here. Turkey, wood ducks. Unfortunately, this animal living in air throughout the state for that matter is not native. Wild hogs. They were brought over by the Europeans in the 1500s as a form of livestock. Very destructive to the habitat. Wild hogs eat plant or animal. Very good swimmers too. They get up to about 200 pounds. They breed like 3 times a year. The offspring may number as high as 8. We just can't get rid of them. Can't even control them for that matter. We hunt them day or night.
Are they edible?
Yes. One thing you didn't see a few minutes ago at the camp with the cypress tree are the roots sticking up. Over here on the left, there's 3 cypress spaced apart. And you'll see the vertical roots coming off the horizontal roots. Those are not stumps, but living roots called cypress knees. They're strictly a root. They're not going to grow into a tree. But the height of the knees is determined by the fluctuation in the water throughout the year. They tend to always grow higher than the water. Sometimes as high as 8 feet. That's what led botanists years ago to thinking maybe there's some type of gas being exchanged, some type of breathing for the tree. But not everybody believes that. They've done tests where they cut all the leaves down on trees, had no effect on the tree. So you kind of lean toward the theory they might be there for stability since it's not new growth. But it's called a knee. It's pretty hard. You don't want to fall on one, and you got to walk it around. Some of them orchids.
You get orchids?
Orchids, yeah, we have tree orchids. Yes, we do. They're hard to see from the boat. They do have mostly on the tupelo trees. When I paddle through the woods, I find them. The tree orchids connected on the side, yes.
That's cool. They grow into the tree?
They're connected on the side. You can usually pull the whole orchid off the side of the tree. A couple of my friends wanted some for their yards, and you just kind of, it's like a scab almost on the tree, you know, and you take them off. And they do really well in shady areas. A lot of moisture in here, so yeah. I wish I could show you one, but we're not going to be going we'd see one right now. That's an ibis. The white bird flying behind us here, you might see a white ibis. It's got a long bill that curves downward. Come back to here, and maybe we'll see it on the ground somewhere feeding.
like one of the metro area, but the old estate.
We graduated back then.
Very nice. Yeah, so did my dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a long time ago.
We were in sixth.
No se va.
About a 5-footer.
Yeah.
Pequeñito.
About one road side there, a little way. They all look alike, males and females even. Their eyes and nose above the
That's
water
right.
sometimes. Blended so well. Like that's them a little farther back out of sight there.
Oh,
We'll try to find another one.
bien,
Some
¿no?
marshmallow. Be really, really careful here. If you're wearing white, sit back because you may look like a big marshmallow to them. I don't know. It's crazy that they like marshmallows. We'll try to keep them away from the boat. It's got to be something that floats so they can see it, of course. A piece of chicken needs to go to the bottom. That's well over 6 feet. See how they swim with their tail? He's got a foot missing. See his back left foot? There's no foot on there, just a leg. Could have been bitten off when it was young. You got to remember, baby alligators, when they hatch, they weigh like 2 ounces. They're about 8.5 inches long. And they grow into something that weighs 500 pounds, 14 feet or so.
No.
Watch when he throws his leg up, his back left foot. Just a nub right there. Sometimes we see them with part of their tail missing. Or there's one out here that the top of his jaw is cut out in a crescent shape, like something had gotten a hold of in a fight. Be careful putting your hands over the side like that. There could be another gator. Seriously, watch your hand. There could be another gator jump right up, and when you're feeding them, you wouldn't mind having a few fingers. You don't want that. You just never know. This is not the only alligator in the swamp. It might be the only one we're seeing at the moment.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy they like marshmallow. I'm trying to throw one up here for y'all. See him over there. You'll hear it hit the water and swim a little closer. The reason for the harvest is the skin is turned into leather, boots, purses, belts, any number of things. And the meat's a byproduct. So a lot of meat on the tail, the legs, the neck. So it's a renewable resource. They have about 1 million alligators on farms and about 3 million wild alligators across the state, they believe. Got 2 sets of eyelids. You may see them wink at you. The first set is transparent, like a pair of swimming goggles. And the other set, of course, is like ours, that shuts out the light. They grow to a rate of about 1 foot per year, so this one may be 7 or 8 years old. Then they slow down once they get past 6 feet.
You can do it.
Let me pull this back. You might feel like he's hemmed in. Might try to escape by coming toward us.
What?
Es como un dinosaurio.
Oh,
But
well.
it's a lot of paperwork to get the license, the tags. It's a very controlled harvest. You got to own it. You don't want him to feel any resistance. So the clothespin pops off the line, he takes it down, and he swallows it. Watch him climb over there. We'll try to get him to climb on over.
Yeah, that one's
There's
big.
a lot of alligator there. Yeah, never trust him. Especially one that size. You can get him to go over there in the sunlight when you can
That
see
gator
him.
will enjoy biting at you. But they don't spit you out.
They're territorial. They don't usually buddy up together. They saw how the other one's back there. Alligators eat alligators, so they want to be hanging out.
When is it gonna be ready?
Yeah. We're gonna pile the meat up on the table there. You see, they've been doing good. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wow. They're doing well. Yeah, they loaded up. Feast and famine. It might be a week before you catch one. Those are pretty catfish. Funny is, we call them the tabby cats, the nickname, but I think. Wow.
Wow.
Got your work cut out for you there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, like I said, they live off the land. One of them actually lives right there, too. That's his home. The one thing in the kid.
Oh, wow. I didn't even notice it.
You know, ooh, there's a big one there. Needs some new bait. Always trying to hang on. Oh, it's making me hungry looking at these things right now. We boil them outside because the cayenne pepper and seasoning would run you out of the house. So you got a big aluminum pot with about 80 quarts of water, because a sack of crawfish is about 35 or 40 pounds. And you throw them in there. I want to put them behind here where everybody can maybe see them on the seat there. They can crawl forward. They swim backwards though.
Oh wow.
You know, claws can